At the beginning of the story, we see a girl, who are ready to give their lives in the middle of the road laying on the road. In a short while a car comes on this road. This girl as soon as she sees the car coming towards her so, fearing a painful death, he gave up his intention. She changes and gets up from the road and goes to the sidewalk she leaves. Then the man in the car, also he doesn't stop to help this girl. Ignoring it, he moves on. He must not have seen anything of this girl. Her name is Lisa. Lisa's life is completely different. It's not going well. Actually, today Lisa's daughter it's his birthday. But now his daughter Isis no longer in this world. Then we see that the car that ignored Lisa a while ago she had moved ahead and made him realize his mistake. Realization sets in, so the man leaves his car, reverses and approaches Lisa. A man named Adam sitting inside asks Lisa, "Are you okay?" Lisa replies. She says, "Yeah, I'm fine, I don't have anything." So the man told Lisa that the city is quite far from this deserted area, so if you want, I can take you to the city. I can give you a lift. Lisa agrees, and she immediately gets into his car. During this, Adam asks Lisa, "Are you alone?" What was Lisa doing in this isolated place? Told Adam that today, my daughter Sit's birthday, which is why he loves me a lot today. I miss him, but unfortunately, he is now in this I am no longer in this world and now I am alone. There is no one like me in this world. I can call my own. Lisa hearing this, Adam says, "Okay, because of this do die in the middle of the road, I was lying down." Lisa replied, "Too don't want to die. Just once, somehow, I want to see my daughter." Then Lisa she turns on the car radio. A news story is going on. The reporter tells there's a serial killer roaming the woods and this morning this killer killed 2 more girls. He has been killed. The police have information about the killer. There is no picture but they know about it. It has been reported that the murderer was a white man. A man of color with brown hair. He has a cart and a cross on his right hand. Lisa's feet are covered with scars. The ground beneath him slips because the murderer, whose description was being given on the radio, it was none other than Adam. Lisa was very upset after seeing the cross mark on his hand. Gets more scared. Before Lisa herself she could have done something to save him. Then, Adam suddenly he applies the brakes of the car hard, causing Lisa's head to rapidly hit the car dashboard and Lisa was knocked unconscious. When Lisa opened her eyes later, she found himself imprisoned in a strange bunker made of strong iron walls all around. Lisa found herself confined in this confined space. She gets very scared and asks for help. She starts shouting for help but no one comes to help her. No one came. We see Lisa being taken to AIA, is dressed in a different suit and his hands. Lisa is also wearing a watch. She tries very hard to remove it but that watch was so strong that it could withstand a lot of effort. Even after that, she doesn't let go of his hands. When he realizes that from this place it is impossible to get out, so he gets tired and goes to Ash, sits there and starts crying. Then suddenly the door to that chamber opened. Lisa saw there's a tunnel on the other side of the door. Lisa could see the light from the end. I understand that if I have to get out of this place so we'll have to go through this tunnel. Lisa she is happy that she gets to go out, the way has been found. But as soon as she went inside the tunnel, when suddenly behind her the door of that chamber closed automatically. Lisa's breath stopped when she saw this and now she realized he was more dangerous than ever before, is stuck in place. Then suddenly, Lisa's hands the alarm in the bracelet tied to me started ringing, and the timer was set for 11 minutes. Seeing this Lisa understood that I had to leave here in 11 minutes. I have to leave. Otherwise, I will be gone forever. I'll be locked up here. That's why Lisa crawling quickly on hands and feet, she started moving towards that light. But as soon as she was getting closer to that light, then suddenly the front door of that tunnelet slowly began to close. Seeing this, Lisa and she began to move forward rapidly. But when she reached the door, that door opened completely. Lisa had completely stopped. I couldn't figure out how to get out of here. She started crying loudly. Then Harry saw another person passing by that door, fell on the tunnel. But that path was it was too tight. Lisa now had someone else. I couldn't see the way. So Lisa mustered up the courage to somehow enter the tunnel. She went and after a lot of difficulties, she came back on that path and, moving forward, it crosses Ariex, a place where there were 2 paths made like a platform. One path went up and the other down. Lisa didn't understand anything from way down, and she chooses the way up. Kneeling she started moving forward with her strength. But a little further as soon as he went, the floor below started rising. If Lisa couldn't get out of there in time, the way down, stick it up and hit it. Lisa will give in. She starts to move faster in fear. She was about to be crushed between the two places. Then his hand reached the end of this tunnel. Reaches, and as soon as that path is completely so, is about to lose her life. She manages to escape. From there he finds solace in saving himself from being crushed. She breathes in. But she didn't know now his difficulties are only going to increase. Because the road ahead is even more dangerous. Then, on his watch, the alarm sounded. This alarm was indicating that half the time has passed, and now he has only there are 5 minutes left. So he's now moving forward again. She started moving forward. A person was seen lying on the road. Lisa came closer to him and sighed up. He was not a living person, but a burnt body. There is a dead body whose condition is very bad. The same watch was tied on the hand of that dead body also. It was like the one tied on Lisa's hands. Lisa understood that this man was also mine, trying to get out of this tunnel, but he managed to get out of here. He couldn't, and was killed, meaning, from here, it's impossible to get out. Looking at this dead body, Lisa's only remaining hope of getting out of here. Hope was shattered. But somehow he managed to gather courage and put this dead body on the side. She said and started moving forward. When she looked at the clock, she sees that she has only 2 minutes. There was still time left. So he went faster. She started moving forward. Then suddenly a strong iron rod struck her. The bars came and blocked his way, as well as a pile of the walls of that tunnel. All the heating pipes started coming out and began to heat up the area. Lisa saw this. She was completely terrified. She realized that soon his corpse too was like that of the burnt man. She must be lying in this tunnel. What next? I couldn't understand what to do. Then here, small section of the wall opened up behind it. Seeing this, Lisa crawled backwards. Entered inside it. The next moment, the door completely closed. This section, as soon as Lisa's hand was tied, the timer on the clock reached 0. Then those fire gushing out of heating pipes, it caught fire, and within no time the entire tunnel caught fire. The section in which Lisa it was closed, and was completely secure, due to which he was saved. After some time, the pipes went back into the wall. Lisa, the door of that chamber, which was closed in the section, opened. Lisa saw what she had just seen before her eyes. Lisa looked in front of me because of that section. I didn't want to go out, but that section, the wall pushes Lisa out, and it automatically connected to the tunnel, as before. As soon as Lisa came out of there, set the timer on the clock again for 11 minutes. As soon as she moved a little forward, the top of the tunnel began to descend, and he just stuck with her. There was a gap left so that he could crawl forward from here. Lisa is now completely helpless. She started crying loudly. When he looked at the clock, his time was up. Was happening, which meant that exactly 11 minutes from now, a minute later, another wave of fire erupted in the tunnel. He will come and reduce Lisa to ashes. She thinks that it is better than dying such a miserable death. Why doesn't he get out of here again? Try. That's why he dares again. Save his life by falling on his back, crawling forward with the help of Hanzai. Started crawling for a little distance like this. Later that tunnel ended and there was water ahead. A tank arrived. Lisa was very tired, and thirst had made him very ill. Similarly, lying down, use your hands to pour water. She quenches her thirst by drinking. When Shay looked at my watch and it was only 8 minutes, now he had no other option but water. There was no other way out, so he walked a long distance. She took a deep breath and landed in the water. The tank was quite large after landing in. Now, I was unable to understand which way to go. He found a way out in the water here and there. She started searching for him, but there was no way out. He could not find his way to the other side. She had entered this tank. That path is also closed. He was done. Now his breathing was running out. Then a door opened from the top of the tank. It opened. Lisa quickly walked through the door. As she came out, Shay took a deep breath and decided on my path ahead. She started to do it, but Lisa was too tired. It was very difficult for her to move on. And after a while I felt very tired. Because of this, Lisa fell asleep midway. She left, but then Lisa heard a whisper. A scream echoed. There was no one else there. His voice was calling for help. Hearing this, a hope of survival awakens within Lisa. She woke up, so she quickly followed the sound. Suddenly, at a place just below her, the door opened, inside which boiling acid. Lisa narrowly escaped falling into the acid. She survived. The acid was so dangerous that a straw in it would even melt iron in a few seconds. Lisa quickly takes off a piece of her clothing, bites and uses acid to test its tips. The cloth in a few seconds turns into black ashes. Seeing this, she moves forward very cautiously. Shahan's and feet on the edges of the pit. Was about to cross that place after keeping it. Then his knee gets caught in acid. Lisa screamed in pain from having his kneecaps melted because of his suit. He survived, but with a deep wound on his knee. The good thing was that now he could help. The sound was coming from quite close. Lisa forgetting the pain and following that voice agonized. Finally he was trapped behind an iron grid. She reached closer. At some distance from her, there was a grid behind which stood a man. Like Lisa. She also wore a watch and a suit. Lisa tells him, "Look at my Lisa, we're both stuck here. If we help each other, we can get there from here. You can get out." But that man is quite tall. Due to being stuck in that tunnel for some time, his mental condition had deteriorated. He had never seen Lisa. Sometimes he would start abusing, and sometimes he would start saying sorry. He says these people will be back soon. He will come and kill both of us. Saying this, the madman started laughing loudly. Just then she sees that in the watch on his wrist that 60-second countdown has begun. Heating pipes out of the walls, agonizing. This time, the section to avoid it was opening between Lisa and the man, in which there is enough space for only one person to hide. There was room for it. Now either that madman survives or Lisa? The next moment, Lisa and that crazy guy, the iron grid in front of the man was removed. Both of them hurried towards that chamber. They started running, and both of them reached the chamber together, after which both of them got to know each other. They started hitting him. Meanwhile, Lisa saw that madman. Sometimes she would throw him out of the chamber. The madman would have pushed Lisa out. But as the time finally runs out, it happens. Lisa kicks the man out of the chamber. The man kicks Lisa out of Vetri's to grab and pull out from. Then the 60 seconds were over, and the glass door cut off the man's hand. The man cried out in pain. Lisa's eyes fell on the man's hand. She had a tattoo of a cross on her head. Seeing this, Lisa understands that this man is someone else. No, but the one who knocked her unconscious in the car, the serial killer, is Adam. Now all of Lisa's confusion cleared up. At first, Lisa felt that Adam had imprisoned it here, but his thinking was wrong because Adam, the poor man, was now on the verge of death himself. Meanwhile, Lisa's watch showed 11 minutes. Time's up, and those heating pipes, the raging fire engulfed Adamam in a few seconds. Adamam with his eyes. Lisa was terrified after seeing such a terrible death. She started trembling. A little while later, inside the Section A, robot comes out of a small tunnel. It was a very scary skull. This robot no one harms Lisa. But his acid-burned knee. Lisa asks him who he is. And why did you bring him here? A tool comes out of the robot's mouth, and that tool connects to Lisa's suit. Using that tool, Lisa has to have flashbacks. Everything comes back to mind. When that Kari was with Adam and told him the truth about Adam, Adam has a fight with him when he finds out. During that time, Adam stabbed Lisa. He was attacked and thrown out of the car. At that very moment, Lisa saw a light coming towards her from the sky. A white light was seen. After which Lisa back to the present. Lisa now has 8. Becomes clear that those aliens he had saved her life from the cruel Adam, and they brought him here. But why did they bring him here? The robot left the place without telling anyone. Lisa also understands that these people who they don't want to kill him, they just want to kill him. He has to get through this game. Only then will he be able to get out of here. Lisa will be able to get out. Now she decides her path forward. She came out of the chamber. Adam's cut, the missing hand, was also lying there. Lisa found something under the timer on that severed hand. Symbols appeared. Lisa used those symbols. I was just trying to understand the meaning of it. A rotating fan started coming towards him. Watch Lisa retreat to save her life. And narrowly missed him through a hole. She went into the tunnel above. Then suddenly the sound of someone walking up the tunnel. It was heard. That sound stopped at one point. At that place the tunnel cover opened and a terrifying creature descended from it, which looked so he was a human being, but he behaved like an animal. His body was completely burnt, and his eyes are as bright as white stone. It was then that Lisa noticed her severed hand. She went towards him. Seeing his severed hand, Lisa understood he revealed that he was none other than Adam, who after burning, he has turned into a monster. Now he wanted to kill Lisa. His eyes burned. That's why he couldn't see Lisa. So he couldn't, but he could hear it. Lisa quietly starts moving forward slowly, but then his watch hit the floor. A faint sound echoed, causing Adam to. He sensed it and quickly went to kill Lisa. Lisa came after him. It was about to happen that Lisa saw a thin. She went across the tunnel. Adam noticed something. He could not cross that place because he did not come. Lisa walks through the tunnel, reached a point where there were 2 ways to go. Lisa had didn't know which path to choose. After much thought, he found something. If he doesn't understand, he takes a guess and leaves, enters the tunnel. There was a room outside with glass walls all around. There were walls. Lisa had to see her on those walls. From birth to giving birth to her daughter, all the memories till then were visible there. Lisa also noticed how his daughter died due to negligence. Lisa started crying a lot, remembering her daughter. Then he saw Adam from the roof above, coming after her again. But Lisa, he escaped and entered another tunnel. She arrives there and sees something like this, to which his happiness knew no bounds. He saw that at the end of that tunnel, the blue sky is shining, to your freedom. Seeing this close, Lisa Agani gained courage. But to cross that tunnel, lead him through a thorny path, you have to go through it. Now you only have 60 seconds left. The next moment, the heating pipes were gone. Come out of the wall and finish 60 seconds. As soon as it happened, they were going to fill that place with fire. Lisa wastes no time in cutting these thorns. She started walking under the stars so that Shalisa's life was shattered. After the barbed wire pierced her body, they bite the back badly. Lisa is in a lot of pain and her back hurts. A lot of blood starts coming out. But Lisa slowly, without caring for herself, she started moving towards the sky. Then the tunnel behind her, the chamber opened in which Adam quickly went. He hid. Now, in a short while, a flood of fire, he was about to come out covered in blood. I was trying to get out, but very proceeding now due to excessive bleeding. He was having a hard time. His eyes were blurry. It was happening. Then the 60 seconds were over and the next moment, fire started pouring down from there. Before that flood of fire could even touch Lisa, a door just below Lisa opened, and she fell down into a chamber, and she fainted. A little while later, when Lisa Ashwin, he opened his eyes. He saw that he was again in the same position. It has come to the place from where it started growing, that is, all the hard work he had done so far that she went to great lengths to get out of here. Lisa was completely devastated by this. She was done. Then the robot came to bandage her. Lisa gives him ointment. I stopped her from stripping, because she was doing it again. She wasn't ready to repeat it all. She told the robot that she just wanted to die. The robot listened to Lisa and an injection came out of his mouth and hit Lisa. He started moving towards the body. Then Lisa saw Adam. He remembered the marks on her hand. I thought that the mark must be coming out from here. So they show the way to their deaths. Adam's handprints on the wall from Exi started making it. After looking at it very carefully, Lisa realizes it's arrow who's here. It tells you the direction of exit, that the first arrow is bent towards the left, which means the first thing that comes in the way of the two tunnels. He had to take the one on the left side. You must go inside the tunnel. Number 2, the arrow was bent to the right. After crossing the first tunnel, when again two tunnels will come together, then the one on the right side, he thought he should go inside the tunnel. Surely the same thing happens under my wristwatch. Symbols must have been made, which will be outside. Here they tell you the direction of exit. Lisa used that robot to heal his wounds. Asked to heal dressing wounds as soon as it happens. He returns with a new hope. Lisa has previously been in these. She had passed through the tunnels, so she was bigger easily crossing those tunnels. It started growing and that acid-filled pitchy stopped nearby. There she checked her watch, burn it in acid and separate it from your wrist. She did the same on his wrist. The symbols were like the ones on Adam's hand. There was a bit of a change in them. Lisa was jealous. Holding the watch in his hands, he moved forward. It began to grow and reached a point where Heath first took the left of these two tunnels. But the symbols, according to him, the correct tunnel is the one on the right. From there she went into the tunnel on the right. He went and found two more tunnels in which the tunnel was on the left. Similarly, Lisa correct every time with the help of handprint. She was moving forward, choosing her path, but then once again Adam was after him. Here Lisa is acting wisely and Adam inside a tunnel to mislead. He threw away his watch and went into the other tunnel. She hid herself. She followed the sound of the Adam's clock. While doing so, he entered another tunnel. As soon as he left, Lisa saw the tattoo on her wrist. When he checked the symbols, he found that he had the tunnel into which Adam was sent was the correct one. There was a tunnel. Lisa was very happy to see it. She got upset. Now Lisa has someone else. There was no way out, so he slowly walked towards Adam's. She also entered the tunnel in which she was. This tunnel was quite strange. It seemed as if this tunnel looks like the stomach of a large animal. Lisa slowly started to move forward, a little bit. Going forward, he saw that his watch was in front. It is lying there, but Adam is also present there. Adam could no longer see. Lisa secretly picks up the watch, but then there were 60 seconds left on the clock. The alarm started ringing, and the sound of it startled Adam. Lisa got wind of it. He followed Lisa again. Lisa tried to escape him, came by the same route, come back by the same route. She started running. Lisa's watch read 60 at that moment. The seconds had begun to count down and heating. Pipes also protruded from the tunnel. Also, the rescue chamber in the tunnel has been opened. Lisa quickly went into the chamber and hid. Adam also reaches their boot. It was too late now because that chamber closed by a glass door. Lisa Adams is here to tease her. She shows the middle finger, but unfortunately this time the heating tubes that were blazing were on fire. He went inside without showering, after which the door of the chamber also opened and the next moment Adam pounced on Lisa. Lisa also threw herself to save her. She fought with Adam and she started pressing the devil's head with her feet. The chamber wall from behind also pushed Lisa forward. He started pushing it to the side so that the head of that devil Adam crushed, and finally Lisa from Adam, she's free. Lisa is on her way. started moving forward where I go ahead and give it back to her the symbols on his wrists according to him. He had to go through the right tunnel, and this was the last tunnel of that maze. But then a girl came from the left tunnel. Lisa's eyes widened when she saw her. The key remained open, and she started crying because the girl is none other than his daughter Nina. Lisa has lived since Nina died. He had left it alone. This was his only wish, that he could somehow meet Nina and finally, today his wish also came true. Nina told her mother Lisa that now didn't leave me alone again, but Lisa replied, "No son, I will stay with you," to which Nina replies, "Then come with me into the left tunnel. Come on." Lisa cried and said, "Nina, I'll take you. I don't want to lose it again. But the truth is that you are already dead and Ides destination is in the other tunnel." Saying this, she started to leave. Nina followed her. She kept calling out. But Lisa had a heavy heart. She left the tunnel and came out. Lisa bursts into tears. Then Lisa wasted no time in entering the right tunnel, where she found herself at the end of the tunnel. The sky was clear. He was happy and started walking fast, but then her path there came 3 iron blades that continuously were moving rapidly up and down. To do so meant to tear oneself to pieces, but Lisa must get out of here at any cost. So he noticed that among them first blade down once. Every 4 seconds Lisa came closer to him, and as soon as the blade went up, 4 seconds were over. She quickly crossed over to the other side before it happened. Later she reaches the second blade. Similarly, the second blade rotates every 3 seconds. Was coming down. Lisa dared toy got through that too, but the last one the blade was coming down in just 2 seconds, which is too much for Lisa to cross. It was difficult, but Lisa, driven by her desire for freedom, I crossed that too, but unfortunately, her leg was caught between the blades and cut. Lisa was in terrible pain. But Lisa walks through the tunnel without caring about her leg, reaches the end where it opens. The sky was visible, but as soon as Hedo get your hand out of the tunnel, he reached out his hand in front of the screen, where the video of the open sky was playing. Lisa was very disappointed to see this. It happened. He said, "I did everything I could. I was asked to do it." Then she started laughing like crazy. Then from the tunnel heating pipes came out because now it's been a while later. The 11 minutes time was about to end. Lisa now waited for death, peacefully, but this time, those heating pipes burn him. She went back into the tunnel without stopping. Then suddenly the top of the tunnel opened and a sharp light fell on Lisa. Lisa's body automatically began to rise in the air and disappeared into the light. A little while later, Lisa opened her eyes, so he found himself at the edge of a waterfall. Seeing this, the smile returned to Lisa's face. She returned. Nina was also there. "Lysost Nina, am I dead?" But Nina said, "Your body not once, in fact. He's died many times already." "Lisa, he asked me again what I should do here." To which Nina replied, "Here you just have to live and do nothing." Here, we come to know that the place where Lisa now the place that existed was not the world but something. It was something else and beautiful like heaven. The shortcut explanation for this film is that Lisa is traveling in a car with Adam stabbed Lisa with a knife while she wasn't killed him, after which he went straight to hell. There, his sins were washed away, and in the end she went to heaven. With this story begins, it ends.